Welcome students. I hope all are safe and fine. Bible verse says, "Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you." Children, I hope you all completed your assignments and following the topics which I am teaching. In our last video, we have completed first chapter and today we are going to start with second chapter. The name of this chapter is Elements, Compounds and Mixtures. So in this class, we will be discussing about elements, metals and non-metals, how are metal represented, compounds and few activities on water and carbon dioxide. So children, here you can see two pictures. Just look at the first picture. It is nothing but the states of matter, solid, liquid and gas. So here you can see ice cubes, water and vapor. You can see they are different but the substance is same, that is they are made up of water. The next picture here you can see is pen, paper and pencil. Here you can see different substance. So matter is of two categories. That is, it is based on states of matter and kind of matter. So element means nothing but things made of simple substance are called element, and two or more element they combine together and they form compound. Some compounds and elements will present in mixed form. So here you can see the example for element. It is a simple substance, helium and oxygen, and it is said to be element. And here you can see water, which is the combination of elements, and it is said to be compounds. Some examples are air that we breathe. They contain oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide and water vapor. And this substance is further classified into elements, compounds and mixtures. So this is what we are going to discuss in today's class and also in this chapter. First, let us see what is element. I have already told you it is a simple substance. So here you can see few examples of element. They are aluminium, iron, calcium, sodium, potassium, magnesium, gold, platinum. So all these are examples for element. So element means it is a substance that cannot be split into simpler substance by a chemical means. Can we able to split gold? No, we cannot do it. So it is also an element. There are 115 elements present and they are classified into metals and non-metals. So here you can see the periodic table which you will be learning in your higher classes. So here you can see the metals as well as non-metals. They are categorized and separated in separate columns. And these are all elements. And you can also see the arrangement of elements. First, let us see what is metal. We all know what is metal. Even the gold coin or the coins which we use is an metal. So the metal is an luster which has the property of luster and it is an hard solid and it will produce the metallic sound, and it is good conductor of electricity. That is, we can pass electric current through the metals. For example, you can see the pictures. These are the metals: brass, aluminium, iron, copper, steel, bronze, metal. So these are the few examples for metal. So metal comes under the category of element. Next we are going to see non-metal. So usually metal will be in solid form. Here this metal will be in liquid and some will be in gaseous form. And we saw metals are good conductors, but here they are bad conductors. That is, the electric current will not pass through the metals except one metal, that is graphite. And this metal will be dull looking, brittle, and we can break it. So here I have told you that metals are solid, right? But except one metal, all the other metals are solid. That is nothing but mercury, and its formula is Hg. So Hg is an liquid metal. It is a metal and it will be in liquid form. And non-metals, it is dull looking, brittle, bad conductors of electricity. Non-metals are liquid and some are in gaseous form. So we saw what is metal and non-metal. The next topic that we are going to see is how are elements represented. These elements are, we saw few examples for metals and non-metals, which are elements. And this element can be represented by symbols. For example, hydrogen is represented by H, helium is represented by He, lithium Li, beryllium Be, boron B, carbon C, nitrogen N, and so on. So usually the first letter of the element will be considered as its element symbol. But when two elements have the same similar letter, then we take first two letter. For example, helium, He is the symbol. Similarly for magnesium, Mg. Similarly for beryllium, Be, and lithium, Li. And some symbols are chosen from their Latin word. For example, sodium. So here you can see the symbol of sodium is Na, which is derived from the Latin name natrium. Similarly for iron, it is Fe and it is derived from the Latin word ferrum. And for copper, it is Cu and it is derived from the Latin word cuprum. So here you can see the Latin names, elements name and their symbols. Antimony, it is derived from the Latin word stibbium, copper, cuprum, gold, arium, Au, lead, plumbum, Pb, etc. So by using their Latin word, they are all, the elements are given symbols. So now you know what is element and how they are represented. So they are represented by symbols. Next we are going to see compound. So I have told you water is a compound because it is combined, it is nothing but the combination of element. And we can split this compound into simpler substance, whereas the element we cannot split it into simpler substance, but we can split the compound into simpler substance. Here you can see the examples. Water, where we can split hydrogen and oxygen separately. The next example is ammonia, where we can split nitrogen, hydrogens separately. Next is carbon dioxide, where we can split carbon element and oxygen element separately. Next is methane. The formula is CH4, where we can split carbon C separately and hydrogen H separately. So these are all few examples for compound. And this compound is made up of elements. The definition is a compound is a substance that can be split into simpler substance by means of chemical, and the compound is made up of elements. Now let us see how these elements are chemically combined to form compounds. We know that compound means it is the combination of elements. Here you can see the example, coal and oxygen, which is air. They react together when they burnt and they forms carbon dioxide. So here they got chemically combined. Now let us see an activity based on carbon dioxide. Burn the charcoal. So here you can see the charcoal is burnt and we have to place the jar into it. After charcoal burnt, cover the jar with a lid. Then pour some lime water to the jar and shake well. Now you can observe the lime water will be converted into milky white color, and this shows that the carbon dioxide is formed. So by doing this activity, we can confirm that on burning charcoal, carbon dioxide is formed. The next activity is based on water. So we have to invert a dry jar which contains oxygen over the jar which contains hydrogen. So we have to invert it, both the jars, jar of oxygen and jar of hydrogen. Then we have to remove the lid and wait for 10 minutes. And you can observe that gas will mix together. Then light the jar using matchsticks. Then we have to lit it. Then you can hear the pop sound. Now close the jar and allow it to cool. The water drops will be formed. So you can observe the water drops. And so water is formed, and this property will also differ. So we know that the formula of water is H2O, where water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. So this shows that hydrogen and oxygen, they chemically combine and they form water. So on forming water, water has a different property. Hydrogen will have a different property and oxygen will have a different property. So here you can see the few properties of the reactants and the products. The first property is color and state. So carbon and oxygen gives carbon dioxide. This is the first activity which we have seen now. So the color of carbon is black solid and oxygen, it is colorless gas, and carbon dioxide, it is also an colorless gas. So here you can see the formed carbon dioxide is colorless. Burns. So let us see the burning property. So carbon will burn in air and oxygen will support burning, and carbon dioxide, it will neither burns nor supports. The second activity which we have seen is formation of water, where hydrogen and oxygen reacts and forms water. The color of hydrogen is colorless gas and oxygen, it is colorless gas, and water, it is also an colorless gas. And when we burn hydrogen, it will burns in air. Similarly oxygen, it will supports burning, and water it will neither burns nor supports. So you can observe the property of these elements and compounds are differ, but they combine and form a compound which has a different property. Let us see one more activity which shows the formation of carbon dioxide. We have to take a baking soda in a small bottle and we have to add vinegar into it. Then take a candle and light it and keep the folded paper in slanting position. Then keep the mouth of bottle upper end of the paper. Now CO2 will travels to the mouth of the upper end of the bottle and it reaches the flame. The combustion does not support and this flame gets extinguished. So this shows that carbon dioxide does not support combustion. In this video, we have seen water's element. Under that, we have seen metals and non-metals. Element means nothing but it is a substance that cannot be split into simpler substance by chemical means. Then we have seen metals. Metal means it is an hard solid. It has a metallic sound. It is good conductors of electricity. And non-metal, it is dull looking, brittle, and it is bad conductors of electricity. And few examples of non-metals are noble gases. They are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon. Then we have seen how are elements represented. They are represented by symbols. Few elements are represented by their first letter. Few are by their first two letters. Few are represented by their Latin names. Then we saw what is compound. Compound means it is a substance that can be split into simpler substance by chemical means. Then we have seen few activities based on water and carbon dioxide. The assignment for this video is you have to learn the differentiation between metals and non-metals, define compound with example, state elements. Children, you have to learn all these questions and write it. I hope you all understood the topic. Meet you all in the next video. Thank you.